So this is the first time I've ever made a video like this, and as you could probably tell, I'm a mess today. Just crying and trying not to keep crying, but it's hard because our healthcare system has so many flaws, and it's hard being a sick person. It's hard being a patient. You have to be a patient, and you have to find the energy to be your own advocate, and you have to fight what feels like every day for your own care. And it's exhausting. I'm exhausted. I have been fighting my whole life. I have multiple, I've forgotten how many genetic diseases and disorders, chronic, incurable autoimmune diseases, and a couple rare conditions with no treatment. And it's hard being sick every day and running out of treatment options. I haven't had any options in the past few years, and I've been suffering and struggling. I barely work anymore. I barely do anything. I'm just home every day in pain. Oh, my hands are turning into claws. They hurt to do pretty much anything, from just trying to get out of bed in the morning to having to get dressed. Buttons, zippers, brushing teeth, brushing hair. It hurts. It sucks. My fingers are stuck. They're so swollen and red and purple every day. My knees are swollen. They get stuck. I have to pop them out. Toes, same thing. They have all of these lumps, what they're calling inflammatory nodules and hardened lumps of inflammation. And they're just popping up all over my body. I have 4 in my shoulders, 3 in my feet, or 5 in my feet now. I'm losing track because they're just popping up everywhere. And they hurt, and everything hurts. And the longer this goes on without treatment, the worse it's going to get. But I get told every week that I'm young and I'm healthy and I look fine, so I should be fine and I should be grateful for my health. Which is a big joke, but that's the problem with having invisible diseases. Unless you are inspecting me and really looking closely at my hands and feet and wrists and shoulders and everything else, which you're not going to do unless you're my husband looking at me or a doctor, then you don't know, because I look fine. I mean, today I don't look fine, but normally I look fine. And even doctors dismiss me. I just had one a couple weeks ago tell me, you seem okay. At least you're young and you obviously take care of yourself. That's what he said to me. And most of my patients are elderly or 200 pounds overweight. So you seem fine. And I said, really, dude? That's your comparison? Because I'm not 200 pounds overweight? Because I still fight every day to get out of bed and not be completely crippled, and still do the things that I need to do very slowly and painfully around the house, when even just getting dressed is an exhausting part of my day. But I still do it, and I should be grateful that I look fine, that I'm not 80 years old yet or 200 pounds overweight. This is our healthcare system. Just condescending and dismissive and sexist. And I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of fighting it day after day. But that's not why I'm even making this video right now. Sitting in a parking lot being looked at by people because I'm obviously sitting in a parking lot crying and trying not to feel crazy, but I feel like the system is making me go crazy because after how many years now of not having any options, going through all of the biologics, all of the antibiotics, anti-parasitics, anti-malarials, antifungals, anti-everythings, plus the chemos and the steroids, and having early onset osteoporosis and degenerative disc disease. I can't even do the steroids anymore. But I finally just met a nice new doctor who is taking me seriously, didn't dismiss me off the bat for looking fine. Actually took an hour and a half to spend time with me, showing care, showing concern, saying that she is going to help me get my life back, which is a huge thing, which would be amazing. And she told me something that no doctor has ever mentioned before in the past 30 years of being a sick patient. She said that we can't keep giving me steroids, obviously, but there's a natural alternative to steroids. And that just blew my mind. I have never heard of this before, this injection. And I said immediately, yes, please, I need that at least as a temporary Band-Aid to help me get through until they come out with a new treatment option. Give me the natural steroid, whatever that is. So she wrote the prescription, sent it to CVS specialty, and had to wait for the insurance approval, right? So waiting and waiting last week, trying to be patient, but if you're a chronic disease sufferer, then you know it is very hard to be patient when someone dangles a little carrot of hope in front of you, and you know that you might get some relief finally. You jump at it. You can't wait to get your hands on it. So I waited patiently last week, and good news, my insurance approved it, which was amazing because I had been Googling and reading that a lot of insurance companies would deny this option, and your doctor has to kind of fight on your behalf to get this approved. And so it got approved. And then I waited a couple days and logged into my CVS specialty portal, and I was told, good news, your medication was approved. Congratulations. And now the next step is it gets sent to my local pharmacy for fulfillment. Okay, great. And then I can also have my doctor send the order directly to my local CVS pharmacy. Okay, great. So both of those things apparently happened. I can see in my Caremark portal and my regular CVS portal that everyone has those prescriptions, because now my doctor was nice enough to send a second one over. So everyone has 2 copies of this order. And when I call my local CVS, it tells me verbally that I have this one pending prescription ready to be filled. Great. So excited. My husband is so excited. I'm finally going to get some relief, if this works. Big if, always. As long as I'm not allergic to it. Really big if. But I just can't wait to get my hands on it. And see if I can start getting some semblance of a life back. And it's been 3 days since it says it's been sitting at my local CVS. And I called them. I was supposed to get a call back within an hour, according to the voicemail system. Also, my local CVS no longer, and I'm not even sure when this started, but all of these years you've been able to connect right to a pharmacist, or at least you get put on hold until a pharmacist can pick up, which is fine. I don't mind waiting to speak to someone. Now you call, at least now we call our local pharmacy, and they will not connect you. You have to leave a voicemail. And so, sure enough, no one called me back yesterday. And I got even a text message confirming that my message was received. Same thing again, first thing this morning, call back. Another text message confirmation of my voicemail. Check my portals again just to be sure that nothing has changed overnight. And both portals still have the prescriptions, and my local CVS portal still says that the next step is waiting for it to be filled. All right, but it says action required, and that's why I was calling to see if they need me to verbally authorize. They need something from me, a credit card number, I don't know. They need something from me just to process this order, because why have they just been sitting on it now for days instead of filling it? So I left another voicemail first thing this morning, bright and early, and then I just said, hey, you know what? Let's just go in person and see what needs to happen. If they need my signature for some reason to fulfill this order. So I get to my local CVS and I stand online and ask the first person that I get to, oh, hey, just, wondering where my order is or why it's just been sitting for some reason, not getting filled. I would love to have it today if possible. And he does his thing and he's checking and he says, nope, we don't have a prescription for you. And I had to take a deep breath because now the panic is starting to rise up a little bit. The anxiety, the upset, but stuff it down. Of course, keep a smile on my face. And okay, where is it? He says, I don't know. It's not here. We don't have it. So I have already ready to go, because this isn't my first rodeo, my CVS portal and my Caremark portal up on my phone to show him if he's willing to look at it. Like, hey, you guys received this order 3 days ago. I've been calling. No one's calling me back. It says it's here. So can I just get my hands on it, please? I'm so close. I can taste it. And he says, no, sorry, we have nothing for you. Go to the consultation booth and talk to someone. Same thing. She says, we don't have it. Call CVS Caremark. Again, take a deep breath. And I say, I have called them. And I see in my portal, they have it. It was received. They told me it was approved. They sent it to you guys. My doctor even sent you a second copy yesterday. Here's my local CVS portal for your location. It's here. See, both of them are here. One has been sitting here for 3 days now. Can I just get it filled? Sorry, ma'am, we don't have it. Call CVS Caremark. So then I call CVS Caremark before I leave the store. Just walking around the store for 20 minutes on hold, trying again to just stay calm, because all I want is this prescription that might finally help me, even just a little bit. I just want a little bit of relief. And I get the runaround from Caremark. It's not confirmed. It's not here. It's not approved. No, we don't see 2 orders for you. Not sure what you're seeing. Not sure why someone told you that you were good to go. And there's only so much you can take. You know, when this is every day of fighting the system and fighting doctors to do their jobs or not dismiss you because you look fine at first glance, talking to you about how they have 80-year-old patients who are crippled and you should be grateful that you're not that bad yet. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to turn into an 80-year-old crippled person. I'm already a 40-year-old crippled person. And where's the help? Where's the compassion? I've seen, I don't even know, I've lost count, well over 50 doctors over so many years. And only a very few of those have been kind and compassionate and willing to put some work into research and trying to help me. No one wants to work that hard. And we, the patients, are just trapped in the middle. I've been waiting 2.5 weeks now for an orthopedic surgeon to read my MRI and tell me the extent of the damage in one of my shoulders. 2.5 weeks of calling and leaving friendly voicemails, but not wanting to leave friendly voicemails because you're so frustrated at being ignored. You want to rip their heads off, but you know that will get you blackballed, so you can't do that either. You just have to keep taking it and stuff it down to be your own advocate and not scream at people and not curse anyone out. But they don't make it easy. So here I am, just crying in the parking lot because all I want is to have some relief and get some help finally. And the system is screwing with me, but no one communicates with each other. And no one definitely communicates with the patient. And I really think that it's beyond time for things to change. And I don't know what that looks like, but maybe everything needs to be burned to the ground and rebuilt correctly, with patients in mind, with people in mind, because we are people and we are suffering. We are hurting. And we are exhausted. And now I have to go keep fighting for my own care. So, time to dry up the tears, wipe the face, maybe beat the face a little bit because it's not looking too good today. We're a little rough today, but we've earned it. And to all my fellow disease sufferers out there, I hear you. I see you. I am you. And I'm tired too. We deserve better. Stay strong.